University Challenge. Asking the questions, Amol Rajan.
Hello and welcome to the first match in the quarter-final stage of this year's University Challenge. In this round, each team will play at least 2 matches, lose twice and they'll leave the competition for good, while 2 wins will earn them a spot in the semis. If they win 1 match and lose another, they'll then need to play a 3rd game and win it to stay in the competition. This year's team from Manchester are here tonight, having beaten New College Oxford in round 1 and LSE in round 2. Manchester really had to fight for both those wins. In their first match, they had to defend an early lead against a late New College comeback, while they spent most of their second match playing catch-up before pulling ahead in the final minutes, thanks to their knowledge of wheelchair tennis and Ethiopian geography. They've looked strong so far on history, physics and modern sculpture, and their average score is 165. Let's meet the team from Manchester for the 3rd time.
Hi, I'm Ray Power. I'm from Bangkok, Thailand, and I study film and English literature.
Hi, my name's Kirsty Dixon. I'm from Wally Green in Cheshire and I study medicine.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Kai Metrick. I'm from Foy in Cornwall and I'm studying for a PhD in AI and astrophysics.
Hi, I'm Rob Faulkner. I'm from Norwich and I'm studying physics with astrophysics.
The team from Edinburgh are here in these quarterfinals at the expense of Newcastle University and Trinity College, Cambridge. Against Newcastle, they were very good on the buzzer, but a bit more hit and miss on bonuses. Against Trinity, however, they were very impressive all round, demonstrating a real range and depth of cultural knowledge. They answered particularly well in that match on literature, film and a number of genres of music, but did drop points on paintings of Alexander the Great. With an average score of 190, let's meet the team from Edinburgh once again.
Hi, I'm Parthav Ishwar. I'm from Portland, Oregon in the United States, and I'm studying for a master's in sustainable lands and cities.
Hi, I'm Johnny Richards. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm doing a PhD on ancient DNA.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Alice Leonard. I'm from Portsmouth, and I'm studying for a master's in environment, culture and society.
Hi, I'm Rehan Amjad. I'm from Dublin and Glasgow, and I'm studying for a PhD in computer science.
Very nice to see you. You definitely know how this works, so let's get straight to it, shall we? Fingers on buzzers. Here's your first start of a 10. I need a single short English word here. The revision theory, the identity theory, the coherence theory, the pragmatic theory, and the correspondence theory.
Edinburgh Amjad.
Truth.
It is truth. Well done. 3 questions for you, Edinburgh, on poems by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. According to its title, an 1802 ode by Coleridge addresses what mental state, which he describes as, quote, a grief without a pang, void, dark and drear, a stifled, drowsy, unimpassioned grief which finds no natural outlet, no relief.
Makes sense, yeah. Melancholy.
No, that's Keats. It's dejection. Published in 1816, which poem by Coleridge describes a series of nights spent tortured by fiendish dreams, feeling desire with loathing strangely mixed. It ends with the affirmation, to be loved is all I need, and whom I love indeed.
I can't name one.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Pass.
The Pains of Sleep. What type of bird is the subject of a 1798 conversation poem by Coleridge, which begins by quoting Milton's description of it as most musical, most melancholy? This type of bird is also the subject of an ode by John Keats.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Nightingale.
It is, of course, yeah. Now let's start the question. Despite working across multiple genres and media, which French cultural figure, born 1889, insisted throughout his career that he was a poet first and foremost and regarded all his works as different forms of poésie, such as poésie de théâtre or poésie cinématographique?
Edinburgh Richards.
Cocteau.
It is Jean Cocteau, yes, well done. Your bonuses are on a labour movement. What union of workers' associations was founded in London in 1864 and was a unifying force for labour in several countries during the latter part of the 19th century? It is often known by a 2-word name that includes an ordinal number.
No, then it's not that.
Oh, it's maybe one of the internationals, first, second, third.
But what time? If it's 8.
Second?
Yeah.
Nominate Amjad.
The second international?
No, bad luck. It's the first international. Bad
sorry.
luck. Karl Marx was a leading figure in the First International, but many of its members favoured the less authoritarian approach of which French libertarian socialist, the author of What is Property?
Proudhon?
Yeah, because it becomes Russian, yeah.
Nominate Amjad.
Proudhon?
It was Proudhon, exactly. The First International began to collapse after the expulsion of which Russian revolutionary in 1872? He was a major figure in the anarchist wing of the movement.
I think
That might be Bakunin, yeah.
Bakunin.
That is Mikhail Bakunin. Let's start a question. In human neurons, what three-word term is used to describe the principle that an action potential will only be fired if a certain threshold level of polarization is achieved? The action potential produced will be the same size each time the threshold is met, regardless of the intensity of the stimulus. Anyone want to have a guess? No, I'll tell you. It's all or nothing. Let's start the question. First awarded in 2019 to Andrew Macmillan's poetry collection, Playtime, which annual award is part of the UK's only prizes dedicated to LGBTQ literature? It takes its name from a form of slang that borrowed words from Yiddish, Italian...
Edinburgh Amjad.
Polari?
It is Polari, yes. Your bonuses, Edinburgh, are on science fiction and fantasy literature and the Fallout game franchise.
Ooh.
Both Fallout 2 and Fallout 4 include characters inspired by which novel by Daniel Keyes? One is a learning disabled man with extraordinary mechanical skills. The other is a super mutant who has undergone experiments to increase his intelligence.
It's Flowers 4.
For Algernon.
Yeah, Flowers for Algernon.
Yes. In Fallout 3, the player can explore the McClellan family townhome, which is deserted apart from a dormant home helper robot. This location directly references the story There Will Come Soft Rains by which American SF writer?
Oh, American science fiction. Just guess one.
It's not one that I recognise. We could try Dick.
Yeah, let's go with Dick.
Or who did you say?
Le Guin.
It's not.
I don't think it's.
Okay, let's go with what
Dick.
you said then.
No, it's Bradbury, Ray Bradbury.
Oh, okay.
Locations in Fallout 4 include the Pickman Gallery, a townhouse filled with paintings and sculptures of a serial killer. Which author wrote the 1926 short story Pickman's Model, on which this location is based?
Anything?
4 is
1920.
Vegas,
If it's meant to be sci-fi and fantasy, Wells was writing around.
Okay,
that.
let's go then.
Wells.
No, it's H.P. Lovecraft. Now let's start a question. You all went, collectively, in unison. A 1772 portrait by Johann Zoffany depicts most of the founder members of what cultural body then based in Old Somerset House in London? Approved by George III 4 years earlier.
Edinburgh Richards.
The Royal Academy?
Yes, the Royal Academy of Arts. 3 questions for you on the French philosopher Nicolas Malebranche, born in 1638. Building on work by Al-Ghazali and Aquinas, Malebranche is best known for developing which doctrine which holds that all events must be caused directly by God rather than by created substances?
Oh,
what's this called again?
This is like, oh my God.
Like divine.
It's not going to do this. Yeah.
Have we got anything?
What did you suggest?
Oh, omnipotence. Try omnipotence.
Omnipotence.
No, it's occasionalism. Malebranche also discussed the problem of evil in a theodicy, a term coined contemporaneously by which German polymath, whose philosophical works include the theories of monads and pre-established harmony?
Leibniz.
Liz. Malebranche's other works in philosophy include an attempt to synthesize Cartesian thought with that of which much earlier philosopher and bishop known for his works Confessions and City of God?
Augustine.
Yeah.
Augustine.
Yes, it is. Picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see the flag of a defunct organisation. For 10 points, I need you to give me its name.
Edinburgh Ishwa.
The Kingdom of Hawaii.
No, you can have a bit more time, Manchester.
Manchester Manchwick.
British East India Company.
It is the British East India Company. Well done. For your picture starter, you saw a flag of the East India Company founded in 1600 to facilitate colonialist commerce. For your picture bonuses, Manchester, 3 more examples of the iconography of colonial or neo-colonial companies. 5 points for each you can name. First, this is the coat of arms of what company founded in London in 1711?
Oh, South Sea Company, I think. Yeah. South Sea Company?
Yes. Secondly, this is the maritime flag of which company founded in Boston in 1899?
It could be United Fruit. That's like neo-colonial. United Fruit Company?
Yes. Lastly, this is the original flag of which joint stock company established in 1602?
Dutch East India Company.
It is indeed. Well done. Now let's start the question. The term Kala Chakra, used in Tantric Buddhism, is commonly translated with what 3-word English phrase, also used to describe a cosmological concept in Hinduism? The phrase has been used in the title of a series of fantasy novels by Robert Jordan, later adapted into a TV series.
Edinburgh Amjad.
Wheel of Time.
It is Wheel of Time. Well done. Your bonuses are on doubly eponymous experiments in physics. In each case, I need you to give me the surnames of both scientists that carried out the experiment in question. First, an experiment conducted primarily at the Savannah River Nuclear Refinement Site in South Carolina by 2 scientists who met while working at Los Alamos. Its result confirmed the existence of the neutrino.
It is not Minnesota.
Pardon?
No, it's not. I don't know. Yeah,
yeah,
I'll pass.
nothing.
People at Los Alamos. We could try Lawrence and what's his name? Yeah, Fermi wasn't at Los Alamos, right?
No, you're right.
I don't know.
Lawrence and Teller?
Lawrence and Teller.
No, that's the Cowan-Reines neutrino experiment. Secondly, an experiment whose results, published in 1927, confirmed Louis de Broglie's previously stated theory of the wave nature of the electron.
Is this Michelson-Morley? I think Michelson-Morley might be something else, but we might just try
Michelson and Morley.
No, that was the Davison-Germer experiment. Lastly, an experiment carried out at Ohio's Case Western Reserve University in 1887 that provided strong evidence against the existence of luminiferous ether.
Michelson and Morley.
Michelson-Morley is correct, yes. Right, here we go, fingers and buzzers. According to the OED, a Chinese word for a brine of pickled fish or shellfish, which probably came into English partly through a Malay word, meaning sauce.
Edinburgh Richards.
Ketchup?
It is ketchup, yes, well done. 3 questions for you, Edinburgh, on a play by Shakespeare. Believed to have been written in collaboration with John Fletcher, which of Shakespeare's plays is also known as All Is True? It concerns events that took place between 1520 and 1533.
I don't know. It's
A history play.
a history play, but yeah, all is true.
Weird period.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
Let's move on.
I don't think any of his...
Pass.
Henry VIII. The play begins with the arrest of one of the most powerful men in Henry's court, Edward Bohun, who will later be executed. What dukedom does Bohun hold?
It's either Durham or Northumberland. Yeah.
Northumberland sounds better.
Yeah.
Northumberland.
That's Buckingham. Having fallen from Henry's favour, Cardinal Wolsey advises which leading political figure to fling away ambition and to love thyself last?
Surely. Yeah. Cromwell.
It is Thomas Cromwell, yes. Now let's start the question. Encoded by the nucleotide sequence ATG, which protein-coding amino acid is the only one, other than cysteine, to contain sulfur? In eukaryotes, it is almost always the first amino acid in a
Edinburgh Richards.
Methionine?
It is indeed, well done. Your bonuses are 3 questions on fabrics named after cities and towns. Sometimes called batiste, what is the dense cloth typically made from cotton or linen before being bleached, whose more common name is derived from the city in the north of France where it was historically produced?
Chambray.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Chambray.
Yes, I'll accept that. Chambray can mean a slightly different fabric, but it's the common North American term for cambric, which is what I was looking for. We'll take that. Known for its lightweight and popularity in Regency fashion, Parramatta cloth was historically produced by inmates at a women's prison located in a namesake suburb of which Commonwealth city?
Oh. I was thinking it maybe like Dhaka, like Dhaka cloth.
So Dhaka.
Yeah.
Dhaka.
No, it's Sydney. An irregular tartan-like pattern of coloured checks is the characteristic style of which fabric known by the former name of the capital of Tamil Nadu?
Oh, Chennai, Madras. It's Madras cloth.
Madras.
Good job you got that one right. It is indeed the Madras cloth. Let's start the question. Plenty of time, Manchester. Here we go. In a large painting by Frederick Leighton in the collection of the Manchester Art Gallery, which figure from Greek mythology is depicted captive in Epirus, having been awarded as a prize to Neoptolemus? In the 1667 tragedy by Racine, she and her son, Astyanax, emerge unscathed after an unrequited love chain results in death for Pyrrhus and Hermione and insanity for Orestes, while in the Iliad, Homer describes her as laughing through her tears as she accepts her infant son from her husband...
Manchester Medwick.
Clytemnestra.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Hector.
Edinburgh Amjad.
Hecuba.
No, it's Andromache. Now start the question. What word for practitioners of a specific academic discipline completes the following abridged quotation from Native American scholar and activist Vine Deloria Jr.? Quote, "Into each life, it is said, some rain must fall. Some people have bad horoscopes. Others take tips on the stock market. But Indians have been cursed above all other people in history. Indians have what?"
Edinburgh Ishwa.
Doctors.
No. No, I'll tell you. It's anthropologists. Now let's start the question. In which Italian city are the Palazzo Carignano, the Palazzo Madama, and the Castello del Valentino, 3 of a number of buildings that together comprise a UNESCO World Heritage Site known as Residences of the Royal House of Savoy?
Manchester Medwick.
Piedmont.
No.
Edinburgh Richards.
Turin?
It is Turin, yes. 3 questions for you, Edinburgh, on the Irish Defence Forces. Between 1960 and 1964, over 6,000 Irish personnel served in a peacekeeping mission known by the French acronym ONUC. Referring to a country, for what does the final letter C for Charlie in this acronym stand?
Is it Colombia?
Yeah, I've got nothing. Colombia.
No, it's Congo. From 1964 to 1973, an Irish infantry group served with a UN peacekeeping force in what country? Following independence from Britain in 1960, fighting broke out between different ethnic communities on this island.
Is it Sri Lanka?
Sure.
Yeah. Sri Lanka.
No, it's Cyprus. Since 1978, over 30,000 members of the Irish Defence Forces have served with UNIFIL, UNIFIL, a long-running peacekeeping mission in what country, represented by the final L for Lima of the acronym?
Lebanon.
It is Lebanon, yes, well done. Music round now, and for your music starter, you're going to hear a piece of classical music. For 10 points, I need you to name the composer.
Manchester Metric.
Shostakovich.
Well done. It was indeed. For your music starter, you heard Shostakovich's Suite for Jazz Orchestra No. 2. For your bonuses, 3 pieces of jazz that are each part of a suite. In each case, I need you to name the composer. First, this saxophonist.
Could be Charlie Parker, maybe.
Yeah.
Sounds very default. Charlie Parker.
No, it's Ornette Coleman. Secondly, this drummer and band leader.
Sonny Rollins. Is Sonny Rollins a drummer? No, Art Blakey is, I think.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
It's okay. It's something.
Art Blakey.
No, it's Buddy Rich. Lastly, this pianist and band leader.
It's old. Could be Duke Ellington.
Honestly, yeah. Well, I think so. Any thought?
Duke Ellington.
It is Duke Ellington. Well done. Let's start the question. Mass Persuasion and Sociological Ambivalence and Other Essays are among the works of which prominent US sociologist born in 1910? He's also associated with concepts including focus group, role model and self-fulfilling prophecy. Anyone want to have a guess?
Manchester Metric.
Seligman.
No. Have a punt if you want to. No, I'll tell you. It was Robert K. Merton. Another question. What eponymous method or rule for finding the approximate area under a curve is named after a weaver born in Leicestershire in 1710? Generally more accurate than the trapezium rule.
Manchester Metric.
Simpsons rule.
Well done. Yes, it is. Your bonus is then, Manchester, 3 questions on Austrian-American film director Otto Preminger. Starring Dorothy Dandridge as an employee in a parachute factory, what is the 2-word title of the 1954 film directed by Preminger that adapted music from an opera by Georges Bizet to its setting in the American South?
What Bizet operas are there?
That's Carmen's Bizet.
Yeah.
Words, but it's 2 words.
2 words, would you know
Yeah.
anything?
Like-
What? Who? Dorothy. What was it?
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I don't know. Sorry.
I have no idea.
Alabama Carmen.
No, it's Carmen Jones.
Oh, okay.
What is the 1-word title of Preminger's 1944 film noir in which Dana Andrews investigates the murder of the titular young woman, played by Jean Tierney?
Have you heard of this?
How many?
Just one word.
1 word.
That's okay.
Sorry.
All right, pass.
I'm blanking.
Laura. Which comic book villain was played by Preminger in the 1960s Batman series starring Adam West? This character would later be played by Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 1997 film Batman and Robin.
Mr. Freeze.
It is Mr. Freeze. Well done. Let's start the question. What geographical and ecological term links the title of the first 2 volumes of Carl Sandburg's 6-volume biography of Abraham Lincoln and an American architectural style?
Manchester Metric.
Prairie.
It is Prairie. Well done. 3 questions on the British contemporary composer Mark Anthony Turnage. Premiering in Flanders in 2014, an orchestral work by Turnage written to commemorate the First World War has what title? After the location of a 1917 battle, also known as the Third Battle of Ypres, and widely regarded as a costly victory for the Allies?
I think it's Passchendaele.
Yeah.
Passchendaele.
Yes, February 2025 saw the premiere of an opera by Turnage based on which 1998 film by Thomas Vinterberg, one of the first films of the Dogma 95 movement?
98.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Dog 95.
Anything?
I just don't know.
Come on.
Pass.
Sorry.
It's Festin, or the celebration. Turnage's first opera was an adaptation of Stephen Berkoff's verse play Greek, itself based on which of Sophocles' plays? Characters in Turnage's opera include Eddie, Sphinx 1 and Sphinx 2.
It's not Antigone, is it?
You're sure? Antigone?
No, it's Oedipus Rex.
Sorry.
Let's start the question. Which artist's 1573 depiction of the Last Supper painted to replace one by Titian, destroyed by fire, led to...
Manchester metric.
Tintoretto.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Led to his being tried by the Venetian Holy Inquisition, which deemed some of its content inappropriate for such a theme. The artist chose to retitle the painting The Feast in the House of Levi, now to be found in Venice's Galleria della Accademia.
Edinburgh Ishwa.
Da Vinci.
No, it's Paolo Veronese. Now let's start a question. In the Bible, God shelters which minor prophet from the sun by causing a gourd to grow above him, then causing it to wither?
Edinburgh Amjad.
Jonah.
It is Jonah, yes. Your bonuses are on women depicted in paintings by John William Waterhouse. In a painting of 1891, which sorceress from Greek myth is depicted seated with a sword in one hand and a cup of poison in the other, which she's offering to an unseen Ulysses?
Yeah, Circe.
Circe.
Yes. Which figure from Greek myth is depicted in a 1907 painting by Waterhouse preparing a potion for Jason, who is shown seated beside her, looking on?
Medea. Medea.
Yes. In a 1916 painting, which character from Shakespeare is depicted windswept on a rocky shore, looking out over a rough sea towards a shipwreck?
Miranda.
Yes, indeed. For your picture starter, you're going to see a sculpture. For 10 points, I need you to give me the name of its central figure.
Edinburgh Richards.
Laocoon.
Yes, it is indeed. For your picture starter, you saw the Laocoon group, a classical Greek sculpture that has served as an inspiration for a number of artists since its excavation in Rome in the 16th century. For your picture bonuses, 3 artworks in which the Laocoon group sculpture is featured, 5 points for each artist you can name. First, this Dutch-born artist.
No.
Where was Holbein born?
Pardon?
Holbein. Where's he from?
I think he's German.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe Rubens or...
Yeah,
let's go with that.
Rubens.
No, it's Sir Lawrence Alma Tadema. Secondly, the French artist of this painting, which depicts the moment of the sculpture's discovery.
French.
Maybe Delacroix?
He does feel Delacroix.
Delacroix.
No, it's Robert. Lastly, this artist.
Oh.
Blake?
Interest.
Yeah,
it
let's
could
go.
be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Blake.
It is William Blake, yeah. Let's start the question. Shaw's Bridge, Albert Bridge and the Queen Elizabeth Bridge are all crossings over what river that rises in the Slieve Crwb mountain and flows through Dromore and Lisburn before entering into the Irish Sea at Belfast Lough? Anyone will have a guess? No, I'll tell you, it's the River Lagan. Now let's start the question. In John Webster's play, The Duchess of Malfi, the title character unwittingly reveals her secret pregnancy after eating which fruit that was said to induce labour? Known as Praecocum, the precocious one by the Romans because it ripened early in the summer, it's used to make the jam filling in a traditional saccatorta.
Edinburgh Richards.
Apricot.
It is an apricot, yes. Your bonuses are on possible drought-tolerant plants for UK gardens. In each case, give the genus from the information given. First, the evergreen shrub, whose name derives from the Greek for pitch and seed. It is recommended they be kept away from cold, drying winds.
What's the Greek for seed?
We have to give the genus as well.
Yeah. Maybe? Is it? Or sperm, maybe? Or I don't know which of them.
Sperm? No. Lucas.
Wind. Yes.
Come on.
Nominate Richards.
Lucaspermum.
No, it's Pittosporum. Secondly, the spiky-leaved plant with spherical flower heads, whose name derives from Greek words, which when placed together suggest it looks like a hedgehog. Recommendations include planting at the back of a border with other late summer flowering plants.
This is so hard.
It's multiple. It's like a. I haven't forgot anything.
Yeah, this is pass.
Pass.
Echinops. Finally, the grey-green velvety foliaged herbaceous perennial, whose name is thought to derive from that of an ancient Etruscan city. The genus includes species whose leaves, when crushed, produce an aromatic scent, notorious for its effect upon cats.
Oh, catnip. What is catnip?
Is it a salvia?
A herb, is it?
Catnip.
What would the Etruscan city be?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Salvia.
No, it's Nepeta, which does include catnip.
Oh,
Sure.
Another starter question. In 1839, Saint-Pierre led a mutiny on board what ship bound for Puerto Príncipe in Cuba? In an ensuing court case in the United States, it was determined that he and the other mutineers had been kidnapped and enslaved illegally by Spanish plantation owners and were therefore allowed to return home to Sierra Leone.
Manchester metric.
Amistad.
It is indeed Amistad, yes. Your bonuses are on historic figures whose hearts are buried separately from the rest of their bodies. In each case, I need you to name the figure from the locations of both. First, which King of Scotland's body is interred at Dunfermline Abbey, while his heart is buried at Melrose Abbey in the Scottish borders?
Is it the King doth rest in
It could be James IV, actually, if it's in the borders, because like Flodden.
Okay.
Sorry. James IV?
No, that's Robert the Bruce.
Okay.
Secondly, which 19th century figure's body is interred at Westminster Abbey, while his heart is buried in the village of Chipundu in Zambia?
Livingston, presumably?
Yeah, that would make sense, yeah.
Livingston.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Finally, the body of which composer is buried at the Père Lachaise Cemetery in Paris, while his heart is interred at the Holy Cross Church in Warsaw?
Chopin.
Yes. Let's start the question. Escape from Spiderhead and the Semplica Girl Diaries are among short stories in 10th of December, a 2013 collection by which US author, who later won the Booker Prize for his 2017 debut novel, Lincoln in the Bardo?
Edinburgh Amjad.
George Saunders.
Yes, it is indeed. Edinburgh, your bonuses then are on a medieval English text. Discovered in 1934, the Winchester manuscript is now believed to be the earliest known text of what prose work? Printed and reworked in 1485 by William Caxton, modern editions following the discovery often divide it into 8 sections, the last of which gives the whole work its name.
Surely it's the Canterbury Tales.
Is it divided into 8 sections?
I don't
No,
know.
I think it's something else.
If we don't know, let's
we got
just keep
it.
going, yeah.
Pass.
Le Morte d'Arthur. The 4th book of Sir Thomas Malory's Le Morte d'Arthur concerns which knight, derided as Beaumain by Sir Kay. The knight defeats other successive knights in black, red, green and blue armour.
Is it the Green Knight?
It's not. It's something else. Which knight? Lance. I don't think it's Lancelot. Gawain.
Come on.
Galahad.
Galahad.
No, it's Gareth. So Gareth of Orkney. According to a note at the end of the text, Le Morte d'Arthur was completed in, quote, the 9th year of which English king, which puts its publication date at some point in either 1469 or 1470, soon before this king's brief exile in Flanders.
I think it's... Oh, it's Henry the...
Come on.
Nominate Ishwa.
Hurry up.
Henry the 7th.
No, said with the 4th. Let's start the question. Used by a revolutionary leader in a speech of the 1940s to illustrate the power of perseverance and collective action, the foolish old man removes the mountains is a fable from what country? It appears in a philosophical treatise attributed to... And at the Gold Manchester of 80 at Edinburgh of 195. Well, the answer to that last one was China, as I think several of you knew. Manchester, you're so unlucky in that I could see, especially with Kai, your extremely flamboyant buzzer action, that you were so close on a lot of those starters at the beginning, but just a fraction late, which meant they sort of sped away with a lead and never quite relinquished it. But it's not the end of the road. We shall see you again. Edinburgh, you're halfway there. Congratulations. That was a magnificent performance, really, against such a strong team. We shall see you again and look forward to it. I hope you could join us next time for another quarter-final match. But until then, it's goodbye for now from Manchester.
Bye. Bye.
It's goodbye for now from Edinburgh.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye for now from me. Goodbye.